Yeah, so here's an idea for a new base. I guess it's the same base, but some new ideas. So essentially, it's the same round design I've had with basically two circles of triangles. And this time I thought it might be better to try something taller. And really, I was sitting around thinking that that other base, I really liked it. It was functional, the one-story round one. But the problem was it got rated and got rated easily. So I started thinking that it's kind of stupid. I liked having the area in the middle to walk around, but then having the loot on the perimeter is a bad idea. It was functional, but if anything, you would like to have it the other way, where the loot is centralized and basically you're running around on the outside or on a peripheral area that's not as important. But then I started thinking, well, how are you going to honeycomb it then? So it's like maybe it would just be easier to do two stories on this. So the way I've got it laid out is essentially the loot is in the middle. Those three triangles, six triangles, and you drop down from floor to floor through chutes. And then the rest of this is honeycomb. So the third floor is the shooting floor, the second floor is basically the open area, and then the bottom is the loot. I think the TC is right here. And so on this, to get to TC, it's a window frame here with reinforced glass, garage door, and at least two walls. And there's also a divider, a half floor, to get to the window wall. So even if they got the window out, they would have to take out a half floor to loot it. So, and then on this side, wall, wall, wall. It's at least three walls, the way I see it, to TC when it's right here. So I feel like that's a big improvement over what we had. And yeah, kind of the same way. If you roof rate it, it's got to be three walls. If you wall rate it, and then it's got to be three walls, and there's a shit ton of doors. So anyways, I'm going to continue on. So I've been throwing around the idea with external TCs, and essentially what I've been reading and studying on is really they're good to keep from getting griefed. Now, something you can see is that I don't have the foundations touching on these. So what that means is the upkeep is not shared. So your upkeep only goes on what your foundation's attached to. So the upkeep for this is only this section here. Same for this. The main upkeep is in the center. So you can't overlap upkeep, right? But you can overlap building privilege. So let's say somebody got to the TC in the middle. It's still going to decay out, but the building priv from here overlaps into these. So these here are just external TCs. And another thing I saw some people doing was they use foundation steps. And the good thing about foundation steps is you can place them underground, like I did here. There's a foundation step there, and I did it really well there. and you can place a stone wall on top of it. So the benefit of that is you can get your external walls pretty damn close to your main base. So I thought that was pretty cool. Having that, I mean, that kind of keeps your compound smaller, which may keep you from getting raided. You also know if your TCs are on the outside that you're pretty much covered in building privilege too. Somebody's not going to build like a twig platform to jump up over on this. And honestly, it's just, I don't know, it just seems simpler to me having it like that. I actually haven't checked the upkeep on the externals, but yeah, it's nothing. Look at that. Instead of doing an airlock with doors, I just put reinforced windows because basically they're so beast. Either way. So, I'll just run you through it real quick. So, oh, also, since I hate stone doors, I just made a 2x1 here. I guess that's preference. I don't know, stone doors piss me off. Functional, man, I just get triggered when I can't run through things or work around it. So shooting floor there, or shop front to look out of. So the entrance to this base is on the second floor. You can see all these foundations, they don't touch. Could have done better on my wall placement, but yeah, I'm just throwing out ideas. Like here, there was a gap, so I had to just put a wall here. Either way. Second floor. So, I don't know if that's necessary, but you get the idea. Sure, it looks familiar. So, on this, got the tier 3 in the center here, bags here. All the loot is down here in the middle. So you've got two basically chutes that drop you down. I think, yeah, this side goes to the TC. So yeah, we've got a few loot boxes here. Here's the TC. See, the upkeep isn't really that crazy at all. So even if somebody were to shoot out the glass, really all they could do is shoot out the frame. And if that was an armored frame, you could shoot out the glass and you couldn't place a TC, right? Because that you can't grief this base, but you couldn't loot the TC without shooting out the wall. And if that's armored, it would be beast. So yeah. So that's the TC side. This is just the loot room here. A few boxes. I was also thinking about putting shotgun traps here. Because let's say you get roof raided or door raided. Which somebody might do because you could go through the walls, but having the externals really close I think would cause a problem. But let's just say they get in, other than pummeling straight through the side here, they get in through the roof or through the doors or whatever. To get that door is going to be a bitch to get. But let's say they hop down C4, ladder up. Okay, after they get it out, it's going to be hard to drop down with shotgun traps there. I don't know if you could bait it that way. So, either way, then these two here are just ideas I've been tossing around on how to use the honeycomb. Obviously, you can do stuff like that. But then, like this, I was thinking about making a drop area that's the core there. But you could do stuff with the honeycomb here. It's just, is it worth it to have a door there instead of a wall? I don't know. Kind of just tossing around the ideas for more space. Got a repair bench up here. Haven't decided where to put the research table yet. I guess you could throw it down somewhere in here. Yeah. Alright, here's the shooting floor. I've got all the doors open, but it's pretty simple. Just, yep. Windows and a brazier. That recoil. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe a few ideas. The old Roundy Boy triple stacked 3TC compound. Yeah.